This concerns a fragment from the documentary film Trump: A Second Chance from January 6, 2021. During the editing of the material, his words were manipulated by combining two different statements into one.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight. We fight like hell.
And this is how the original statement by the American president sounded.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
The second part of the statement, which was added by the BBC, came after 54 minutes.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we fight. We fight like hell.
The second part of Trump's statement did not concern the Capitol, but the fight for the most important values. On November 11th, on Fox News, President Trump said he had a duty to sue the BBC for misrepresenting his words. Earlier, the CEO and head of BBC News resigned.
Are you going ahead and suing the BBC?
Well, I guess I have to. Why not? Because they defrauded the public, and they've admitted it, and their top echelon.
Director General and the CEO
this
both
is
resigned.
And they made it sound radical, and they actually changed it. What they did was rather incredible. They're showing me the results later on, the results of what they did, how they butchered it up. But it was very dishonest, and the head man quit, and a lot of the other people.
In consultation with his legal team, President Trump has demanded that the BBC issue a correction and apology, as well as $1 billion in damages, because the false statement broadcast by the BBC reached tens of millions of viewers and digital media users.
Good afternoon, everybody. The president has made it very clear that this is a leftist propaganda machine that is unfortunately subsidized by British taxpayers, and he thinks that's extremely unfortunate for the great people of the United Kingdom. And dishonest editing of his speech that was so clearly fake news.
The station was given until 11 p.m. today to admit to the manipulation. Otherwise, it faces a $1 billion lawsuit. A few hours later, the station issued an official apology. Lawyers for the BBC have written to President Trump's legal team in response to a letter received on Sunday. BBC Chair Samir Shah has separately sent a personal letter to the White House, making clear to President Trump that he and the corporation are sorry for the edit of the president's speech on the 6th of January 2021, which featured in the program. The BBC has no plans to rebroadcast the documentary Trump: A Second Chance on any BBC platform. While the BBC sincerely regrets the manner in which the video clip was edited, we strongly disagree there is a basis for a defamation claim. British Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy praises the BBC's decision to apologize for defamation and calls for changes to the organization's procedures to return to high journalistic standards.
I can tell you that I've been working very closely with the BBC leadership. I've been speaking to the chairman and other senior leaders in the BBC daily over the last week, and I think they are treating this seriously. They have gripped it. They are right to apologise for what were serious mistakes, and they are right to have sought legal advice in order to respond robustly on that point. But there's also the right mix of journalistic experience to ensure that the highest editorial standards are upheld going forwards.
The allegations came to light thanks to a leak of a report by the BBC's standards officer. Founded in 1922 and funded mainly by license fees paid by British taxpayers, BBC remains without a CEO, and the government is considering how it should be funded in the future.